I
It's
went 5-1 this past week. Okay,
it's
chill.
historically bad. I went undefeated
First
because
time ever. Last time ever.
you guys were confident in the Jaguars.
They should have won that game.
Oh, they should have.
They should have won that
Ref
game.
screwed him.
You should have bet with your head that the NFL loves Josh Allen and not Trevor Lawrence.
You know what's crazy? I actually did bet with my head outside of the podcast and bet on the Bills. Won some money on them.
Well,
I can't pick games on a Wednesday night, man.
You can.
I can, but it
You
doesn't go
just
well
don't
with
pick them
against the
well.
spread. I
You
feel
don't
better
pick
on a
them well.
I feel better on a Sunday morning sitting down on the toilet looking through
on
the
Sunday
bets.
morning.
That's where I
Well,
feel ready to go.
well, we're in the playoffs, so games are also happening on Saturdays, and this is where this one takes place at 3:30 on Saturday. The Bills will be heading into Denver, where they will play number one seeded
What's so
Denver
funny?
Broncos. At home, they are 1.5 point favorites, and this one's going to be tough for Josh Allen. Much
Yeah.
tougher than the game that he just had against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were probably the hottest team going into the playoffs. They had the number one defense the last 5 weeks of the NFL season, regular season, and just completely fell apart. But the Bills and Josh Allen still had a horrid time trying to win that game against them. They now go against the league's number two overall defense in the Denver Broncos. Where they'll maybe get a little bit lucky is Bo Nix has really regressed this season. Really
Well,
regressed this season.
I
I
know the
mean,
Broncos defense is so good and everything. We talk about them. They're one of the
the
top ranked
Jags defense
defenses.
was good.
Jags defense was fantastic against the Bills for majority of the game up until the very.
It was the
Like
it was
Josh
Trevor
Allen can
Lawrence and
beat
the offense that failed him.
Josh Allen
But
can beat good defenses.
he struggled against good defenses this year. It's shown in multiple games, losing to the Texans, semi good defense with the Patriots, losing to them the first time. Broncos are a good defense, but they're very exploitable. They're not hitting as hard every single time like the Jaguars were last weekend. The
Fair.
Broncos gave
I
up
just
what, 40, 35, some odd points to the Giants? Like they are exploitable against offenses you would not expect them to let that many points up against.
so I think the inexperience of Bo Nix and the I don't know. I mean, experience isn't necessarily the right word because Josh Allen has experience losing in the playoffs. Um, but I think it basically comes down to James Cook for me because that's my favorite. That's the best part of the Bills' offense in my mind. But James Cook and Josh Allen and the way he can play, it's kind of the perfect storm for the Broncos to lose. I think the Bills can do it. However, like every other metric, like this season, even kind of watching the games, would probably tell you to go Denver. But Bo Nix is probably going to make mistakes, even though he's at home. Um, and the Bills could very easily win this game.
Did
Here's
Sean
where
McDermott save his job last week winning that playoff game against
no,
the Jags?
no, he absolutely at bare minimum has to make the AFC Championship game to save his job. It is not safe until he at
Do
least
you think
makes the
Bills
AFC
fans think that
Championship game.
way?
Probably not. It's honestly Super Bowl. It's at least make the Super Bowl or it's bust for them for Bills fans.
I don't
If
think
we're
I'm
being
ditching a
honest,
coach for that. I don't think I'm.
without in a playoffs without
You
Patrick
never
Mahomes,
know.
Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson, if I'm a fan, I want him out if he's not making the Super Bowl. You're going up against guys who
Okay.
have never won a playoff game, never. In your next two games, you're going to go up against guys who have never, up until this past weekend, have won a playoff game. You
I'm
you
just
are the
I'm
you have
just
the most
thinking like
experienced.
if this was
Are you
like
serious? Hold up, no.
you're not
Trevor Lawrence won a playoff game last year or 2 years
I
ago.
said this week,
Okay.
like this week and moving forward.
like if that's Andy Reid in Kansas City and like when he takes over, he goes to the playoffs a couple of times, and then an AFC Championship game and loses. Like I don't think I'm getting rid of him.
That
If
was
we've
different because
lost,
you don't have an MVP quarterback with Alex Smith.
You had a team that made the playoffs before. Well, no, I guess no, they didn't make the playoffs
no,
before he came there.
no,
No, they didn't.
yeah. So it's a totally different scenario. Now, if, say he had come in and had Patrick Mahomes after he had won an MVP or whatever, then then yeah, then we're talking about, hey, we're firing Andy Reid because he can never get across the finish line, and this is the best year that he will have to have ever gotten it, or at least open up the floodgates. This is the year to do it for Josh Allen, and where I think that they will mightily struggle, whether the Broncos defense has had is exploitable or not. I don't really think the Bills have a receiving weapon to do that outside of James Cook to exploit the
Uh,
Denver Broncos.
Shakir will not exploit them, but he'll be the one catching
He's
all
a
the
yards.
balls.
He's a yards after catch guy. If you can scheme up things to get him wiggle room, then you maybe have a chance. But the Broncos are very very fast, and where it starts to get scary for the
Well,
Bills is while Bo Nix has had a horrid season, a massive regressive step, the Broncos running game is still very, very solid. And when we want to take a look at the Bills and what they've done this season, they have one of the worst rush defenses in the league. They are 22nd against
yeah,
the run.
Over under
they
22
have
and a
to.
half pass attempts for Bo
They
Nix.
would have to like it would be the tallest task to ask Josh Allen and this offense to do that. But like you get your own run game established, and when they have everything clicking, Shakir is just the most competent receiver because I don't think he's just a yards after catch guy. I see him running crosses and digs and routes down the field. I truly feel like Shakir, while he's best out of the slot because of his size and physical attributes, like I think he's their most competent receiver. Everything else in the receiving room after that is very lackluster. But when you
I
get
mean, Brandon
Shakir,
Cook showed up last week.
oh, I didn't, I forgot that. But when you get Shakir and both the tight ends going, I think you can work. So it's, clearly they're I mean they're in the playoffs right now. You can work something with Shakir, Kincaid, and Dawson Knox.
What we've also seen from the Bills offense is they're very, very susceptible to pressure. And you're going up against the guys that they have
Yeah,
in
yeah.
in Denver. That's where it becomes scary. And so, if the Broncos can really control this game at the line of scrimmage, if
But
they
that's
can,
why you have to
if
get James Cook going. That's
you
that's why
do,
getting your own run game established is the most important thing.
I don't think this game is going to get high points. It's going to be a
High
very
points.
it's I was going somewhere else with that and then screwed it
Yeah,
up, but
it's not going.
20 points
it's
It's
going
wins
to
not
be
this
a
going to be
game.
high
very
scoring. It's
it's
not going to be
it's
high
going to
scoring.
be
High
very
points.
defensive game. There's not going to be very many points scored. I would say that I don't even think it would take 20 points to win this game.
It
I
wouldn't, but I think 20 points is the 20 or
I
21
think
is
it's
the
going to
final
be. I
score
think
for
it's
who
going to be
wins this
very
game.
similar to the Jags game. I think it's going to be around 30 points, and whoever has the ball last is more than likely going to win it.
If it comes down to Bo Nix, this is your final drive and you have to score, you're down by 4 and you need a touchdown, or you're down by 3 and you're
They can
starting at the
kiss that shit
25,
goodbye.
you kiss it goodbye. You need a field goal, kiss it goodbye. That's exactly where I was going. If it comes down to them needing a last minute score, even if you give them 5 minutes on it, I don't think Bo Nix does it.
Josh Allen has his own version of 13 seconds against the Denver Broncos this game.
It's 5 minutes.
But if
Because Bo Nix just couldn't score.
but
Well,
depending on
no,
how the
this
game's
season
gone,
he's
I
been
don't
good in the
know if
fourth quarter. This season
yeah,
he's
he's
been good
been
in the
really
fourth
good in the
quarter.
fourth quarter. The Broncos and the Patriots have been amazing in the fourth quarter. But if it comes down to a last minute drive, I don't
It's
think
the
Bo Nix has it
playoffs.
in
It's
him
different.
in the
It's
playoffs.
different.
But I can also sit here and go, I don't know if Josh Allen has done it. Don't
Yeah,
get me
he
wrong.
has.
Josh Allen has done it. Depending on how this game goes through the previous 3 quarters, I don't know if he'll be able to do a last minute drive in this game either. Because the Broncos defense is so good. I understand
I
he plays
could
very well against very
I
good
could easily
defenses.
see it.
Don't know if he
I
can
could
do it in
easily
this
see
game.
it where like if it happens to be the Bills that have to have the last minute game winning drive, just Nick Bonito being all over his ass when he drops back
Yeah,
to pass, like
yeah.
What's going to
so.
happen
I've got
is
it.
it's the Bills are going to have the ball to in the game, trying to drive down the field to get the game-winning score. Some weird, crazy rule about the spot of the ball or something happens. They change the rules in the offseason because the Bills lose. That's how it always happens with the Bills. A rule is
It
going to get
does.
changed
They're
because the
really
Bills.
influential in the NFL.
There's gonna be a tush push by the Denver Broncos to get a first down and seal the game. Um, because it now goes under 2 minutes and
They
the
banned the
tush
tush
push
push.
is now banned for everyone.
Well, it wasn't Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, my dog has just dived in between the couch and the table and moved my computer over and got himself stuck.
Since we only have this many games, do we want to go ahead and pick it
Yeah, yeah,
after
we'll
we're
do
done
like we
talking about
did.
it?
Where are you picking,
Uh,
Tybo? Where are
I'm
you
picking
picking?
last.
he's
I
going
have to pretty much
last.
go opposite of Ty Bob if I want a shot to win.
He
That's.
does.
Whew, it's
Sean,
gonna
would
be
you
hard.
like first or would you like second?
It doesn't matter for me. I'm gonna go and take first.
Okay. Bills head into
Broncos
Denver where the Broncos are 1.5 point favorites.
1.5. It's the Bills year. They got to do it this year. No other year. Give me the Bills.
I am taking the Broncos.
Donkeys.
I'll I'll take the Bills.
2 weeks in a row. It's going to come back to bite you.
As much shit as I've talked on you for picking the Bills, probably it's just karma.